Hello kids, welcome back to the virtual learning experience of GBN Senior Secondary School. Today in class 5 EVS we are going to discuss about a very interesting topic. Right. This topic is related to the pride of the country. You have guessed it right. We are talking about the monuments, the beautiful sculptures to the inscriptions crafted on the walls. They each tells a beautiful and unique story of their own, and we are going to talk about them in the form of heritages. Yes, what is heritage and the heritage buildings of the country? We are going to discuss in today's video. So let's get started. Here I am having a slide in which heritage building, the name of the chapter is there, and what exactly is a heritage? Heritage is basically a valuable property which holds a lot of information of the past, the historians, the artisans of that time, the kings, the emperors, and the lifestyle of them, their ruling power, their administrative qualities, etc. Along with that, they also holds the importance of the culture and history of rulers of the time. So when we are talking about heritage, we are not just talking it in the economic point of view of the country's economic value, but also the value which each one of us can learn from it. And here is a quick view of that. Number one is the culture. The cultural values which we gain from the heritage buildings is immensely talented, and you can say immensely filled with lots of talents. How? I'll tell you an example. If we talk about Taj Mahal, Red Fort, we come to know the talent of the ancient people, the people who used to made these buildings. And that gives us an inspiration, that gives us the sight of their creativity. Coming to the historical importance. Few of the historical monuments are the victory towers like Qutub Minar. It was the defeat of the last Hindu ruler by the first Mughal emperor. So this way, this holds itself a historical importance. Coming back to the architecture, each and every wall which is having its own story to tell, from Gol Gumbaz to Qutub Minar to Red Fort to Taj Mahal and different temples of India, whether it be Meenakshi temple or there could be another temples in the south, each of them holds its own architecture. There are different ways of telling the stories and telling the inscriptions related to the monument. And last but not the least is the tourist attraction. While we are talking about tourist attraction, it clearly holds importance of the economic value of the monuments. When the people from different countries will come to us, they will spend money in our country, and this way the economy of the country will be, yes, profited. You're right. So now moving forward about the heritage buildings, we need to understand why do we study about them. In your book, you would be studying about Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Gol Gumbaz, Ajanta and Ellora Cave, Meenakshi Temple, and many more. All these monuments holds a very specific place in the history of India. Each and every monument holds its unique place, not only just point of view of a history, but at the present time also children across the world come and study the architecture of that place. When we are talking about across the world, we should know that according to UNICEF, where there is a World Heritage Firm which talks about the heritage buildings all across the world, India proudly secures 35 such historical monuments in that number of list. So you can imagine among the world, we are having 35 such historical buildings, right? Now, coming back to the values, or you can say our inspiration, which we need to follow each day for making our country and our monuments happy and protected. Why are we using the word happy? Because even these walls, those who are insensitive from last so many years, doesn't mean if we would be scribbling and writing names, they are not going to hurt. Each wall is smiling if you look at them closely. Each wall is crying if you look at them closely, because they are hurt by the n number of things which are written on them, which are hiding their beauty. So now we are going to talk about the protection of the monuments. And here in this slide, it is written the protection of monuments. Now, number one is the name of the governing body of India, which takes care of this protection of all the monuments. Number one is ASI, that is the Archaeological Survey of India. This body takes care not only of the past remains of different emperors, kings, and rulers from the dug out portions of the earth behind, or you can say under these monuments, but also they take care of the monument which is visible to all of us above the surface as well. Then comes our job, what we as the citizens, the proud citizens of India and the proud beholders of all these monuments and heritages can do. Number one is not scribbling or damaging the walls. Even if you're going to Red Fort and looking at the magnificent red sandstone, you need not to scratch it, or you need not to come it out just to see that how it looks like or how its texture is. Touching is enough, but damaging is not worthy. Then comes spitting in garbage. Most of the people are having a habit of spitting everywhere, and that creates nothing but the filthy atmosphere all around. Then comes the next point, that is garbage. Whenever you're going to visit these monuments, the best thing is not to take any kind of packaged food, because we are having a very bad habit sometimes that we used to open the packets of the chips and cold drinks, we eat and drink them and throw them anywhere. Instead, we should carry fruits and vegetables which can be later used in making the manures. So, this way, we would be helping the nature and helping ourselves to keep our surroundings clean. Next, but not the least, is the welcome of the tourist. Many of the times, people are seen teasing and bothering the tourist. This will give a very bad impression to those people who are coming from another country to visit our country. They would be coming hardly one or two times, and they would be taking a very bad impact or very bad impression of the people of India, which is actually not affordable, because somehow, as I've told you, the money bought by them is helpful for our people. There are number of stalls and number of people whose employment depends upon the tourist only. So in this case, we have to be polite, we have to be welcoming, and we have to be responsible towards the heritage of the country. Thank you.